Hello, Sarge. This is the new World of Tanks 2.0, so I'm going to get right into it. Um, let's start with settings. If you go to your settings page, um, these are how my settings are looking. You can copy mine or just leave yours the way they were. I'm sure they're all the same. I'm just scrolling in to show you. Just stop the video and change your settings if you want them to be like mine. And then in graphics, you shouldn't have to touch any of this. You know what you're doing here. My detail screen too. Sound, you don't have to do anything. It's self-explanatory. Controls. I use the up and down arrows, but you can set these however you want. The ones that are flashing, I never use, like a handbrake or a stop and fire or whatever. The one to notice here is called toggle armor flashlight. I'll tell you all about that later. That's why. And then your special ability, that's again a tier 11 only thing. That's going to be your E key. Those are the two new things. Under Reticel, you can copy these settings, but what you really want to do is not just in Arcane tab, but in the Sniper tab. These two tabs, you want to make sure that this gun marker on the bottom, it says with armor penetration indicator. Okay, I don't think the A-shaped one's working, but the aim point one across here is the O-shaped one definitely works because I know I use this one. So you can use the O-shaped indicator. Helps if I don't close it. Definitely in sniper mode too. So these are my settings for arcade and sniper mode. I don't play arty, so I don't give a crap about that one. In outlining, this is how I have mine. So you'll see you can shoot through barrels, even though they're red. You can shoot through barrels, but you can't shoot through the textured one. That's a big rock right there. And instead of having like the standard and watching the antennas and crap you can't shoot through anyway, I just do a simplified one, which is the stuff you can shoot. Now the armor flashlight, this is exactly what it is. When you are less than 300 meters away and you have this enabled, which you can enable it at the start of battle, so it'll be on every battle. Then it changes when you're in sniper mode and sniper mode only, and 300 meters or less away. You have to be close. You can highlight over the tank. You can't be moving either. If you're stationary, you look straight and it will change the color of the tank in your reticel. Green is obviously you can penetrate. Yellow is got a chance of penetrating. Red is no penetration. There's even a purple and a light purple that have a chance. So you just have to be at the right angles. Anyway, that's that. This is how my marker settings are for the enemy team, for our team, and destroyed vehicles. So that's just a little heads up in what my settings are. If I go back to the game, one of the things you'll notice now is your crew, instead of being up here on the right, or on the left rather, is down here. So what you can do is click on the crew, and then you'll get it like normal, right? And if I wanted to train this for a different vehicle, well, let's say I was over here. Let's see. So I was in here, and I filled this full of a crew that didn't belong in this tank. This is a very bad video, very bad option. Well, the point here is if you go there and you fill this with a crew that doesn't belong in the vehicle, you can then hit this. You can hit this button at the top and it'll retrain all your crew for this vehicle. Just a shortcut. It does the whole crew. Back to garage. Also over here on the right hand side now at the top, you should be able to click this top thing, which is your battle pass. The new battle pass started. So when you come in here, you'll have to choose a chapter. It should say activate something at the bottom, and then you'll have to choose a chapter. I chose this one because the IS-7 style. but you can choose the Mouse or the AMX50B. If you play in those tanks, you move through the battle pass faster. So I'm over on stage 6. It's been a few days. Back to the garage. There's also a thing down here called you'd have to go to campaigns, and then when you're in the campaigns thing, there'll be a video. Just to hit escape, and you'll get out of that. Then click on this thing called Wind Hunt. It's a campaign. You got to do these things. I'm not going to actively try to do them, but you can see I've already completed one, and I'm working on another. I can mount this other device here. Anyway, just you can work through it. Guess I should just skip this part, but anyway. You can complete these missions and go through this thing faster, but when you get to the end, they give you a Tier 8 premium TD once you complete a bunch of battles and get all the way to the end here. So you might as well just activate this right now, because you'll get progression in it just by playing the game, right? Long time ago, you asked about this medal thing for your 15 years of service. If you go up here in your garage to the top left and you click on your name, this screen comes up. Right to the left of your name, there's a little badge icon. You click that, and you can choose from the badges that you have. You probably don't have as many. I only have 3. But you will have one in here for 15 years of service. Some, I forget what it's called. But you'll have a badge in here. That's where you can click it. And then when you go into a battle, you'll see that little badge next to your name. The tech trees are a little different now. And you can see the tier 11s now for certain lines. I own this one already, this T803. When you're in the game, at the bottom, in this bottom right, there's the little bell icon. You can click on that, the notification center. And if you go to the last tab, the little bell, in here at the bottom, it'll say claim your reward. And you can click that, and the tech trees will pop open, and you can claim any tech tree. A little screen comes up, and you'll be able to claim any tech tree tiers 6 through 10 for free. So I suggest you do one in the branch that has a tier 11, so you can get the tier 10, so you can work towards the 11. I have a little cheat sheet if you want to know which tanks are good and which aren't. Let me know. Also, if you already have tanks in that line, like let's say I wanted to get these free tanks, and I already have the 103 and the T110E5, you can just go to the garage. You can go to the garage. You can, let's say, look at this one in the garage, viewing garage. And you go down here, and you can right-click and sell. Sell it. Oh, the ammunition's not complete. It won't let me sell it. But any tank in your garage, you right-click it and sell it. So you can sell that line and then click on the thing to get your reward, and it'll give them all back to you. When it gives them back to you, for example, I did the Swedish line, this STRV, you see I got all these for free. But when you click them, it also gives you every module, every single module. So now you can sit there and mount all the good things and play this vehicle. But you got to mount them again. But it'll give them to you for free. Cool little thing in these tier 11s, when you click them, like I own this, the STRV, this is the tier 11. And when you go to upgrades, you don't get the little boxes like we used to for the, whatever it was called. This is a whole branch of upgrades. So if you click on this one, you can see it's plus 10% to concealment after firing. And you can work on these as you get more XP. Like right now, I don't have enough. But you can work your way up towards the big thing here. Um, and you can research all of these, but it costs 325,000 XP. So you'll have to do it little by little, unless you happen to have a lot of free XP. But anyway, just a thought. Um, and then once you're here, then you play this thing a little more. Once you get certain elite status, you get certain things for this tank that look cool. Just saying. But anyway, there's my little video about the new um, 2.0. Oh, we don't want to go to the store. So this is what I have done. This is what I play. Usually I do a when you first get in, you want to take a tier 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 vehicle, um, and kind of set them as primary. Right click and set them as primary. So you just, oh crap, I just deselected that one. But anywhere in your garage, you can just right click something and set it as primary. Then when you go to your filter and you just click this primary thing, there they all are. So I have a 6, a 7, an 8. I think I deleted my 8 that I play all the time. I did. So the 8, 9, and 10. This way, whenever we're playing together, I just have this up and I know, oh, I'm going to play a tier 6, I'm going to my Hellcat. Play tier 7, Super Hellcat. Makes it easy for me. That's it in a nutshell. You're going to have to probably reset a lot of your ammo because when they did all the changes to these tanks, because they've modified 300 different tanks, they changed a lot of the stats and stuff. So when you do, just make sure your crew and everybody's good for that tank, and the ammo's good. Replace crew member, take the Hellcat guy. So that's it. Make sure your crew's all good, your equipment's all good, and so forth. There you go. Little 12-minute video just for you, Sarge, on how to set things up for the new World of Tanks 2.0. Gameplay is pretty much the same. Anyway, see you in game, bro.